محمد
يا رسول الله يا حبيب الله يا رسول الله يا حبيب الله يا نبي الله محمد.
My name is Nuruddin Ibrahim. I am a writer and author of so many books. I am an educator, a consultant, a scientist, biochemist to be specific. And I am the executive director of Irfan's Center for Research and Human Development, Nigeria. I started writing in 2005, but my first book was published in 2009, and that is a book titled Moon Sighting and Technology. And since then, I've been able to publish about 75 books I've written in total, with this one making 76. I was actually prompted to write this book titled Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory, a legendary scholar and iconic historian, because of the necessity that I discovered. The type of publicity that we should give Sheikh Adam has not been given to him. And one of the reasons why such is existing is because most of what has been written about Sheikh Adam is in Arabic language. And for example, our country is not an Arabic speaking, so it becomes a necessity for us to publicize Sheikh Adam, to launch him to the world, especially the English speaking world. And for that to happen, we need to write something that is of international standard, that is going to describe Sheikh Adam, his effort, his contributions, his personality. We need to do that in English language for more people to come to the realization of who is Sheikh Adam, man huwa Sheikh Adam. So that is the primary reason I've written this book. If you go to any bookshop in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, or libraries, especially the English speaking or the English bookshops and libraries, it is very difficult, and in most cases you won't find any book about Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory, and that is not good enough. The reason is because much has not been written in English language telling us about Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory. In so many bookshops, especially here in Nigeria, you find books about Usman Dan Fodio. You find books about Ahmadu Bello. You find books about Nnamdi Azikiwe. You find books about Awolowo. You find books about Tafawa Balewa, even Nelson Mandela. But unfortunately, Sheikh Adam did greater work. Aside from Sheikh Usman Dan Fodio, the politicians that we mentioned, the activists that we mentioned, Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory did greater work than these great personalities. And unfortunately, there are no materials about him. We are in a generation where the people that we have now, the young people that we have now, many of them, they did not meet Sheikh Adam. And many of them did not read about Sheikh Adam. because most of his books are written in Arabic language. Most of what has been written about him are also in Arabic language. So it becomes a necessity for us to write something that is precise, something that is concise, and something that will be captivating and truthful about Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory. And for that reason, I've written this book for the people of Nigeria and for the Muslims around the world, as well as non-Muslims, to know who is Sheikh Adam, man who is Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory. I've decided, in my own personal opinion, in my own personal thoughts, in my own personal research, and I single-handedly chose this topic, Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory, a legendary scholar and iconic historian. It is my own innovation, my own style of writing to come up with that title, because Sheikh Adam indeed was not just a scholar, he was a legend, he was an intellectual, he was a writer, he was a speaker that contributed immensely to Islamic education and Arabic, not only in Nigeria, but West Africa inclusive. Sheikh Adam was innovative in his style because for all the subjects he introduced in his school, Markaz in Agege, Sheikh Adam ensured that he wrote at least one textbook to be used for that course, and which is unlike many other scholars. Sheikh Adam did that effort that made him distinguished, that made him unique. And that is why he can be called a legend. In fact, he deserved that title. Sheikh Adam was a legend and a blessing to the African soil. In addition, Sheikh Adam repositioned history. He did a lot of work about history, especially Islam in Nigeria. In fact, he wrote a book which is titled Islam in Nigeria, Al-Islam fi Nigeria, by Sheikh Usman bin Fodio. So Sheikh Adam wrote about Islam in Nigeria, Islam in West Africa, talking about the Islamic empires that we have. Sheikh Adam documented this history. Sheikh Adam worked immensely, significantly, enormously to debunk all the fallacies attributed to Sheikh Usman bin Fodio. He debunked everything that they attributed to him, trying to link him up with terrorism. Sheikh Adam debunked all these fallacies in his book, Usman bin Fodio, Al-Islam fi Nigeria, or Sheikh Usman bin Fodio. So Sheikh Adam relaunched positively Usman dan Fodio. He popularized Usman dan Fodio, not only in Nigeria, across the world, because the book Al-Islam in Nigeria and Sheikh Usman dan Fodio is, though it is written in Arabic, but you can find it in many of those Arab countries in their libraries. So, and that is why people, the Arabs or the Arab scholars, they usually refer to Sheikh Adam as Sahibul Islam fi Nigeria or Sheikh Usman dan Fodio. So Sheikh Adam repositioned history, and not only Nigerian history, not only the history of Islam in West Africa, not only the history of Islam in Yoruba land, Sheikh Adam also repositioned the history of the Yoruba tribe itself. And that is why he wrote Aslu Qaba'il Yoruba. So this is a book written in Arabic about the origin of the tribe, of the Yoruba tribe. So Sheikh Adam did that, as well as so many other things. So Sheikh Adam, his contribution to history is legendary. And that is why we will keep saying that Sheikh Adam was a blessing to the African soil. This book is about Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory, his contributions to the spread of Islam, his efforts to Islamic knowledge, his work on the propagation of Islam, his service to Islamic education and enlightenment in Nigeria as well as across the world. So this book it talks about the life history of Sheikh Adam, but not only that, it talks about the views of Sheikh Adam on so many issues. It talks about the positions maintained by Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory. It talks about his contribution to knowledge, his contribution to society, and what we call sociology of religion. Sheikh Adam taught us sociology of the Islamic religion. How do we relate with people? What are those things that are to be known as Muslims? How should we view the non-Muslims? So this book talks about all this and the relationship of Sheikh Adam with people of other faiths. Sheikh Adam, his views, what is said about Sheikh Usman Danfodio, and some of the books of Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory, we talked about those books and their messages, what the reasons those books were written, and what are expected to be delivered to the people in those books. We talked about all those things in this book in a style that is unique, in an approach that is innovative, that is captivating and appealing to the minds of the intellectual. My message for the people in general is that they need to get this book, they need to read this book, they need to digest its contents and work together with us to relaunch Sheikh Adam Abdullah El-Ilory to the entire world, for everybody to know that Sheikh Adam was a blessing to the African soil, for everybody to know that Sheikh Adam was a legend. He was an icon that deserves to be recognized and respected globally.
يا حبيب الله يا نبي الله محمد